Hello, all, and welcome to yet another of my acts. This act will be a Halloween version, and I hope you guys enjoy. Act 1. Well, it's Halloween. You know, when kids are playing, um, when kids are playing, doing, going out to get candy, and here I am, just listening to the kids go, ding dong, trick or treat, smell my feet, give us something good to eat. Oh, ho, ho. Here's your candy. Ho, ho, ho. Night after night, every year of Halloween night, do this. Doesn't it get tiring? I don't. It just gets tiring. Then I met this one kid. This one kid. She was homeless. She never asked for candy. She never asked for anything really. She was mute. She couldn't talk. She had no. I never saw her with anyone. With no brother, no sister, uncle, cousin, parents. And I was just wondering to myself, what's up with her? So I went over to her that one day, gave her some food. She looked at me with cold, angry eyes, took the food and ate it. Was that a thank you? Was that a thanks? Who knows? But who knows? Sorry, I'm just a little tired. Um, why do I sigh so much? Who knows? Anyways, this little kid came. I gave this little kid food every day. After that, she never said thanks. She just snatched the food right out of my hands, and ate it. All looking at me with a murderous look. I was afraid at first, but I soon stopped thinking too much about it. I just kept on giving her food. And then one day I got very lonely. She did too, I guess. So I filled out some papers and talked to whoever, and she soon became my daughter. Fun day. Yep. That every day got that cold stare. Just wow. Any, anyways, not to make this into a creepy pasta thing, but I was asleep one night. I heard a scream. I woke up. It turned out to be the neighbor's scream. So I ran over to her house in nothing but my pajamas. No shoes, no hat, just my pajamas. And I smelled something ungodly. And with the first sniff, I knew that she has left. And you would never believe who I saw there. My favorite person in the world, the person I adopted yesterday. She was there with a knife in her hand, blood all over her clothes, giving me that same stare. Soon after, screams after screams after screams filled the air. People after person after person keep on leaving. Eventually, the whole cul-de-sac, the surviving members of the cul-de-sac, moved away. For some reason, I was never touched. Nothing ever happened to me. She just stood there, giving me that same cold stare, taking my food and eating it night after night. Did you hear that noise? That was her going off to do her job. Sorry, I'm just waiting on the scream. Looks like she's waiting for something. Probably waiting for me to get off the recording. So I wouldn't say anything. Have I called the cops? No. I would have. But there's something about her that I just can't call the cops. Believe it or not, I actually have feelings for her. She is my daughter after all, and I am her father. I I am her father. She's my daughter. I don't want to see her taken away from me, even though that's what should happen. The only way she can be taken away from me is if I am dead. Yep. Sorry, I just had to light something up here. Just just sad. So there I go, day after day, waking up, hearing scream after scream. Day after day, night after night. Time out. All right. So that was Act One, my friends. So sorry for that silence. I wanted to make it. I wanted it to be very long. So yeah. Sorry for the rough start at the beginning. I was trying to find out what to say. Had to take care of the voice and whatnot. Oh, I'm fine, I guess. Act Two. Several years have passed since I heard the screams. It's weird, to be honest. I've gotten used to them. She still looks at me with them cold eyes. She still walks around the neighborhood with them cold eyes. Obviously, she's still mute with them, guess what? Cold eyes. I just don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. I talked to my therapist. I've talked to my doctor. I talked to my best friend. And none of them have an answer. Being my best friend, she decides to marry me. It was kind of the wedding was kind of impromptu. The whole thing was impromptu. But there we were, me and my newlywed wife, and our favorite little person with them cold, dead eyes. We were just one big happy family, right? Wrong. We were not. We were not. We were just standing there. The three of us just standing there in the living room. watching TV. We were watching the news about the murders. The murders that our daughter did. The murders that my daughter committed with her hands, with the knife, with that cold eyes. I don't know what to say. I honestly expected my wife to be dead by now. To be honest, I mean, everyone I knew was dead. I honestly expect people not to last long anymore. None of us know what to do. My wife's even more afraid than she was before we got married. Bless her soul. So we went to a friend of mine. We nicknamed her Amethyst. Told her what happened. She wanted to meet this girl. Um, I don't know what happened. Neither does my wife, cause we don't know what happened. Like neither does my wife, cause we were out of the room. Amethyst wanted to be alone with the girl, so they went into another room. Amethyst came out of the room, told us to come in there with her, and we saw the girl crying. Not Amethyst, but our daughter. So Amethyst did what we couldn't do. We couldn't bring out emotion in our child. Amethyst did it. So don't don't ask me how. Just please don't ask me how. It was a miracle. You know me, me and my wife. The instincts came in. My father, the instincts. Her mother, the instincts. They just kicked in. We ran over the child. We were crying too at the same time because we were so happy that our child was human and not some off of, out of this world thing, alien. We were happy that she was showing any emotion at all. I don't know what to say anymore. I mean, after a few months, we moved into an apartment. Um, Amethyst moved in with us because for some reason our daughter only trusted her other than me. My I mean she does. I mean my daughter doesn't even know. Um, my daughter doesn't even trust my wife. It's sad. We have had a question from a friend one day, like, "What's her name?" She was like, "What's her name?" We don't. Me and my wife looked at it. Me and my wife looked at each other, going, "Well, damn, we didn't even give her a name." Well, honey, let's give her a name then. I looked at my wife, going, "What name should we give her?" Amethyst was like, "How could you guys not give her a name?" Well, we don't know Amethyst. We were trying to you know try to get her to be human. We kind of forgot that. um, so there was the three of us, me, Amethyst, my wife. We just stood there thinking of a name. And then I was like, "Hey, why not name her Universe? Cause why not she? Me and Amethyst both love Steven Universe, and the daughter was silent, like space itself. So yeah, everyone loved that name. So there was the four of us: me, my wife, Universe, and Amethyst. We just stood there now. Universe still didn't talk. She never did. I don't know what to say anymore because yeah, who knows? End of Act 2. Well, guys, in Act 1, I introduced the characters quite poorly. In Act 2, I introduced Amethyst quite poorly. So, um, yeah. Sorry that the acts are so um short. I'm planning on trying to get multiple acts into this play as fast as I can. Thank you, Amethyst. Thank you. Um, Now this next act will actually center around Amethyst and Universe as they try to understand what's happening and a little background of Amethyst. Amethyst has been a friend of Kevin's and his wife for many years. Amethyst has that profession is actually dealing with the child like psychology and a few other things. That's her profession. All right, hey, that's her profession. So yeah, act. All right, let's get started with the show, and thank you for being there. Enjoy. Act 3. It's been a few years since Amethyst got Universe to open up. Um, I got a job. Me and my wife got a job. I got a job at home. I'm working at Bojangles part time, full time, while my wife works at home full time. Sorry, just have to clean my glasses. But as I was saying, I got a job at a fast food place called Bojangles, right near us, and my wife stays at home working full time. So they're Amethyst and Universe were they were just in a room. Amethyst doing what she was all doing, asking questions to try to find emotion. So what's your what's your name? Where are you from? Who are you? um, how old are you? Those kind of questions. So, like, there they were. Uh, it's fine, It's fine. See Amethyst. Mm. Um. Then there was a scream. My wife ran into the room because I guess said she stayed stays at home and works. She ran into the room and saw our child again crying. And then we saw Amethyst on the floor, unconscious. So my wife called me. I was at the store buying groceries, and I was actually on my way home this time. She called me. I was already at the door, just opening it. But when I heard her, I quickly, shut the door, locked it, ran to the room. Because, why not? You always have to remember to lock the door. No exception. So, anyways, so I ran into the room. Saw him with this unconscious. And the child crying. I didn't know what to say or do. There was my best friend on the floor. There was my best friend crying. Sorry, my best friend on the floor. My daughter crying. As a father, I would have went to my daughter, but as a friend, I would have went to Amethyst. So I really didn't know who to go to first. I eventually decided to go towards Amethyst to make sure she was okay. When I came near her, her eyes fluttered open. I asked her what happened. Well, I was asking her questions like always, and then the child screamed, made a loud noise. I shot up onto my feet, and upon being startled, I accidentally hit my head on the wall hard, and I knocked myself out. Well, at least you're okay, Amethyst, I said, glad that she was fine. Yeah, I guess, Amethyst said, rubbing the back of her head. Mm. me and Amethyst went over to Universe and my wife. Make sure they were okay. You guys okay? I asked with a weird expression on my face. Yeah, we're fine, my wife said. The child eventually stopped crying. By then it was her bedtime anyway, we was so we put her to bed. And all stayed by her side until she was asleep. And then one by one, we silently left the room. I was the last person to be out. So when I was at the door, about to close it, I heard the cutest voice you've ever heard. Just 3 words. And me, Amethyst, and my wife started crying. Please don't leave, you heard, as innocent as ever. Please stay by my side, we all heard. Wondering who said that. I walked back into the room and looked at my child. Did you speak? Sweetie? Please don't leave, she said again, looking at me with big brown eyes. I won't leave you, sweetie. We never will. She raised her hands for a hug. I embraced her. Those small words were something. Come with joy that she could speak. I didn't know what to say. I just stood there, embracing her. But the weird thing is, I wasn't crying. I wasn't really feeling anything except gladness. So there we were. There we were. We just stayed there for like 5 minutes. And then we walked to the rest of the house, where everyone else heard her say one word that got Amethyst and my wife in tears. Hello, she said to them in the sweetest, most innocent voice you have ever heard. Amethyst started crying. My wife was shocked. I went over to Amethyst and comforted her. And then I went over to my wife to comfort her. The three of us comforted each other. To be continued. Alright, guys, so I had to end it early because I'm kind of tired and you guys can hear me struggling. So, I know you guys can. So, I will see you guys later. This video might not get posted because twice it had to reconnect. So, yeah. Alright, I will see you guys later. And this is your boy. If I didn't do my intro, this is your boy Kevin. Or sorry, this is girl Ashley. With another YouTube video, yada yada yada. So yeah. Now for my outro. Thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And everything else. See you guys later. Till next time. Bye. Yeah. Full body dab. Like you haven't seen me do that in a while. You guys see. Bye. Yeah. You guys normally see me do that dab. Alright. See you guys. Bye. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, see you guys.